Hi everyone, my name is Dan with H, and I'm interrupting this episode of Two Asian Blokes to bring you an important message from the good people at the United DFA. I'm doing this on my own volition, and I'm being coerced in no way whatsoever. Anyway, I wanted to inform you that their newly opened DFA production company is producing a very important short film, directed by our very own Thavy, of Two Asian Blokes fame. This short film follows Precious, a loyal citizen of the United DFA, as she does her duty as a citizen to study and achieve perfect grades on her weekly citizenship test, with the hope of being rewarded with tickets to see everyone's favourite idol group. That's right, it's the Milk Boys. Will Precious be able to achieve her dream? Well, that's largely up to you. You see, filmmaking is an expensive process. Without donations from you and your fellow citizens, the diligent indie crew working on this film may starve to death before Precious even gets a chance to meet her beloved idols. So we are calling on you to do your part and donate to the United DFA. I'll link the teaser to the film here, and I'll put a link to the donations page in the description of this episode. Please check it out. If you don't donate, who knows what they'll do? Anyway, the name of the film is Don't Fret Precious. Donations are mandatory. Hey, shouldn't there be a comma between fret and precious? No, I'm just saying, it's grammatically Predator, Killer of Killers. So this is an animated film. It's an animated science fiction action horror anthology film directed by Dan Trachtenberg, set in the Predator's universe. So this is on Disney Plus or Hulu. But yeah, it consists of 3 stories. Are we doing spoilers?
Yeah.
It's not a super spoilery movie. There's like a little bit, but
it's not really a spoilery
I reckon
movie.
If you haven't watched it and you want to, skip ahead. But yeah, we might just do full spoilers for this one. So it does contain 3 stories based around 3 different warriors from 3 different time periods. And at the end, all these 3 stories kind of join into the one epilogue story. So the first story is called The Shield, set in Scandinavia in the year 841. And the lead is a Viking warrior named Ursa. Her Viking band is trying to destroy this other tribe of barbarians and get to their leader Zoran, who murdered Ursa's father when she was a child. So she's trying to get a big revenge on him. And then when she's about to get him, who should intervene but a big predator?
Yeah, and then they fight.
Yeah. They have a fight. They have a fight in the ice. Pretty good. I like this. Is probably my favorite character of the 3.
Yeah. I think we talked about this in one of our news segments, but I was a little bit skeptical about this movie.
Yeah.
I thought the art style looked too cartoonish for what it was trying to do.
Yeah.
It sort of felt like
it's got that Spider-Verse feel to it.
Yeah, that sort of Saturday morning feel to it. I think one of the stories actually does have more of a Saturday morning feel to it, but when I was watching this one, The Shield, it usually starts off with, it did start off with a big sort of ambush where Ursa is taking, her son along with her and her band of really very skilled warriors as well. And they go and storm like the village. And there's this one really elongated fight scene. It's sort of done in a one-take manner.
Yeah.
And when I was watching it with like the Sunman the other night, I was like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
And then the fights kept getting more and more creative. Like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
And oh, this is cool. Yeah. And oh, this is cool. And I was
kind of like a Mad Max escalation.
Yeah. And I just really enjoyed, to be honest, I sort of enjoyed that fight scene maybe more than I did the Predator when she fights the Predator.
Yeah.
Because eventually the Predator comes. Well, the son takes revenge for the mother instead.
Oh, yeah.
And because the guy's like, I don't remember. He has his M. Bison speech where he's like, to me, it was a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Obviously not in that manner. But then he gets killed. But then the Predator comes and kills the rest of the band, except for the son and the mother. And then the Predator and her have like a big scuffle over ice and whatnot. And
it's a big predator with like some kind of pulse fist.
Yeah.
That's its main weapon of choice.
I sort of like how they stylistically use the predators to represent like symbolically each of the time periods, because I guess in the second one there's like sort of a
kind of
more
a
of
ninja
samurai
one.
predator.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like if I'm gonna be a generic normie critic, you'd be like, oh, why wouldn't the predator just shoot everyone instead from a distance?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you can do that, but like, is that fun to watch? You know? So
I mean,
it's
like,
fine.
because I guess like I don't really know that much about the predator lore and mythos, but there are supposed to be like different kinds of predators, and I guess the idea is like their technology evolves as they hunt things. So like it makes sense that they have different weapons, and it makes sense that they have kind of different statures as well, because there's different kinds.
Yeah.
Maybe one of them is a big nerd for airplanes, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
But I really like this story, The Shield. I like how in each of the stories they kind of use the Predator's technology against them, which is like something that carries on from the movies as well. But this story is followed up by The Sword, which is set in 1609 Japan. So it's more like a samurai feudal Japan kind of story. Two brothers, Kenji and Kiyoshi. Again, it's kind of like a revenge situation. I think Kenji is the good one. Yeah, Kenji is the good one. And Kiyoshi, he kind of like betrays his brother when they were young in order to become the lord of the region. And Kenji is forced out, and then he does some training and then comes back to take a big revenge on Kiyoshi. But then who is there to interrupt? But
a ninja predator.
A ninja predator.
Yeah.
This one was cool.
I enjoyed this predator fight more than the one in The Sword. Is that The Sword? The Shield. The Shield, sorry.
Yeah.
So, I also want to say it's funny how in The Shield they're speaking like Norwegian or Nordic at first, and then it does that sort of angle where it's like, okay, switch to English.
Yeah,
now.
like the like, Tom Cruise Valkyrie style. Switch.
Yeah, I always kind of find it quite funny, but The Sword has no dialogue except the start and the end of it, and it's all in Japanese. So I was quite surprised, like how are they going to do it in this one? So I was just waiting for the moment where they would switch to English. But they didn't. So like
they don't talk much. Cool. Those Japanese.
Yeah, the infiltration aspect of this story is quite fun, where he's being a ninja and taking out the guards. It's not as cool as The Shield, but I think it's sort of counterbalanced with a really fun predator fight. There's a lot of hopping around the typical Shogun Japanese towers, and lots of jumping from heights,
running across rooftops.
A lot of very strong violence. Like this show is pretty damn violent.
We haven't really talked about the gore. It was a lot gorier than I expected.
Yeah, good on him for that as well. Like there's a lot of people getting split in half, getting split quarters, getting limbs blown off, and getting half their heads cut off, and getting other parts of them ripped out of them. And it was cool. I was just like, damn, this is like Kid Thavy's like dream to see something like this.
I mean, I don't think the art style kind of lends to an uncomfortable watch. So even though it is quite gory, it's like pretty easy to digest at the same time.
Yeah, it's quite cartoony. Yeah. And the Predator design was fun. I liked his gadget, his like little, I guess, ninja grappling hook.
Oh yeah.
Sort of thing. Yeah. That was kind of fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's like it worked well with the shinobi style of fighting, where they're like chucking daggers at each other and dodging projectiles. Pretty good stuff.
The brothers, like, to quickly wrap it up, the brothers sort of, I guess they forgive each other, and then one of the brothers sort of sacrifices himself for the ninja brother and takes like a fatal hit from the predator, but then they work together to kill the predator. So yeah, that was really cool. And then there's a typical, I really liked the sort of the ninja stare off, or the samurai stare off at the end, where I think like the audience knows that it's the predator that's pinned against this tree, but it seems like they're going to go and try to kill each other, but then they just like kill the predator, and the very classic sort of anime delayed spray comes out like other predators, green blood. Yeah, it's really cool.
Very cool. Great imagery.
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
This story is followed up by the last story, which is The Bullet. So this is set in 1942. and it centers around John J. Torres, who was drafted into the U.S. Navy. He's kind of a fighter pilot, I guess, but kind of like a lower tier fighter pilot where he's more of a mechanic than a pilot at the moment.
Yeah.
But then he's kind of thrusted into the situation because the squad gets under attacked by a predator in an airplane.
It's
He's probably the weakest of the three.
This one was the least interesting. Yeah, this is the one that made me sort of lower my overall rating of the film, because the first two are so strong, and then it's just like, oh, it's just this kid. And this one felt, because of the story design and the protagonist design, this one felt like a Spider-Verse story.
Yeah,
like it felt like I was watching Into the Spider-Verse while I was Predator, and I like those movies.
Something for the kids.
Yeah, it is. And this one's basically centered around a dogfight, and therefore, like, a lot of the choreography is not as fun to watch. Like, I think the idea of it is really cool.
Yeah,
just the whole dogfight aspect of it, and it's different.
Yeah,
but
I like the idea of seeing a predator in a vehicle, because they must have vehicles, and there must be like those predators that prefer using vehicles. But we've never really seen it in movies.
Yeah.
So
I think the Porco Rosso predator, I guess.
yeah. I like the idea of it, but yeah, you're right. It's not as interesting to watch, like visually, I think. Yeah, and they couldn't really do much about that, I feel.
Yeah. And so this one felt to me like I was watching a kid's film.
Yeah, they did as much as they could. Like, people are getting cubed, people are getting like their heads sliced off still.
I think there's like little like splashes of it, but it kind of felt tonally inconsistent at this point, where like I'm seeing like a dogfight that I'd watch, you know, like in Porco Rosso, then someone like, blah, like their head just gets blown up by like a spear or something. I was like, oh, damn. And like, there's one of the original like all-time favorites, what's his name? Michael Biehn is like the captain.
Oh,
so he voices the, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So
has he been in a Predator movie? He hasn't. No, he's
just Alien. Oh no, just Terminator. Yeah. Oh, and Alien. Of course, Alien. Jesus Christ. Yeah. He was. Yeah. So now he's been in each of like those three.
So he's entered the three characters that have been murdered by a Predator, an Alien, and a Terminator. There was Lance Henriksen.
Oh yeah.
Oh, who's that other guy? Bill Paxton, of course.
Oh, yeah, Bill Paxton.
And now Michael Biehn. Well, good on you, Michael Biehn. You've joined the club. Yeah, I mean, like, again, the main character uses the Predator's own technology against him.
This one's a little bit like, even though I was criticizing this before, but because this is not as thematic a movie, it's like, I don't think that would work. It's the whole, he like turns his engine off to like hide himself from the heat in his jet. But I don't think that would work, because you are sort of plummeting towards like Earth, right, for the atmosphere.
Right.
So you're still going to have heat on your jet.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been funny. It's like, I'm going to turn my engine off. And it just gets blown up anyway. It's like, oh, there he is. And then that's the end of that story. He actually doesn't make it into the climax. But no, like, I guess this is where you suspend your disbelief. And it's like, look, I know this is a flaw in the movie. You take it into consideration, but then you kind of move on, you know? I don't think it's a big deal.
I didn't think about it, to be honest.
Yeah, I was watching it. I was like, I don't know if that's going to work. But yeah.
But he wins anyway.
He eventually, he just wins, and it's all good. But then they all it's revealed that they've all been captured on a Predator spaceship, and then they all have to fight each other to the death.
Typical Predator dick move. Yeah, even though they won, they still get captured and put back into the ring. These guys, I mean, they're supposed to be sportsmen, but they're not really. Like, any moment there's a chance they might lose, they decide to blow themselves up with a nuke. They're the worst, these predators.
Maybe they're like, it's just how society works. It's just like corrupt predators, you know, they don't give a fuck. It's like, hey, I'm gonna lose. This is gonna blow up the earth now.
Oh, you won, did you? Well, into the cryogenic freezer with you. We're gonna take you with us.
Very anti-honor. But yeah, this fight scene was pretty cool. I did find the American kids sort of annoying. It's just like, I kind of don't want to listen to you talk anymore.
He's plucky,
It was
Thavy.
kinda
You can't
grating.
have three
Yeah.
dour people trying to work together. You got to have the heart of the team. He brings them all together and
I know.
gets them to work together. He's integral,
Nah.
Thavy. Otherwise, they would have just killed each other, which they almost do.
Maybe they should have. Maybe that's a subversion of expectation. They actually do kill each other.
Well, I like this because like when it's first revealed that they're put into this situation, they've all got bombs around their necks and they're forced to kill each other in front of a buttload of predators. I'm like, how the hell are they going to get out of this situation? Because it's the kind of movie where you kind of know that they are going to get out of the situation, but like the odds are so against them that I was kind of like, how? And then it happens, like, and it all kind of makes sense. And I think
they have bombs on their necks until they don't.
Well,
like,
yeah.
hey,
I mean, like
they
established John's mechanic skills early in the film, so it kind of makes sense that he's the one to be able to bypass all that. And like they also established that everything is controlled with the arm thing on the predators. So like when he gets the severed arm from that dude, he's able to unlock them. So that makes sense as well. I thought it all came together pretty well.
As someone who probably doesn't speak alien or anything like that.
He just tapped buttons, Thavy. He just tapped buttons until it worked.
What if he presses self-destruct?
Yeah, he presses the nuke button.
So again, like, I didn't let it bother me that much, to be honest. It is definitely a plot contrivance, but I think it's true because they obviously have established him as being intuitive mechanic, but there are some aspects of it where it seems like they make him seem like he's not that intuitive because he flies his plane, but some of it's still falling apart. So is he still like learning? Like I was a bit confused by that. Like I didn't know whether or not they were suggesting that he's actually still shit at mechanics, because when he's flying the plane and I think the gear like breaks, I thought, so he doesn't actually know what he's doing.
No, but then he uses his intuition to beat the predator.
He uses intuition. Yeah.
So like they all all learn a lesson within each of their stories, and that lesson kind of comes back into play in the epilogue for each of them.
Well, Ursa learns that revenge is not a good way to go about things. Yeah, she sacrifices herself, but I think she's still alive. You don't see them kill her.
Yeah, she's in cryogenic freeze stasis at the end of the film. Yeah,
that's right. Kenji. What is that, Kenji?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say just some random Japanese name. Is it Akira? Is it Toshiro?
Sato-san, yeah.
Is it Yamada? Anyway, he gets his arm blown off.
Yeah.
Which is, I guess, but I reckon he'll have like some kind of cool cybernetic arm if they make another one.
Yeah, probably.
Which I think they might, because I think this one was quite popular. And the kid, he will probably just have to navigate his way back to Earth.
He flies away. He flies away, but they all go to hunt him. So they're like, he flies away, and then all the predators are like, "Yay, time for a hunt!" and they go after him. So who knows whether they get away or not?
and then you sort of see a little cameo from the chick from Prey. I forgot her name, but she's like, oh, so she's been cryogenically frozen.
Of course, because she won that fight. So of course the predators had to kidnap her.
Yeah. and then they'll eventually, I don't know, bring her to the modern day somehow, which will be in the next Predator, where I think it's going to be told from the point of view from a young predator, I guess. Yeah. So that will be interesting.
Oh, you think Nari's going to be in that movie?
Well, I assume so. Like, why? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're just showing her.
Depends how much shit they've planned for this universe.
I mean, I know that they sort of used to show stuff in the 90s and tease at things, but they never actually really did it.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true, because, I mean, in Predator 2, you saw the alien, and then they did make Aliens vs. Predator, which was not a very good movie.
Happens all the time. Like, they'll chuck in a cliffhanger and then nothing will come of it. It's still happening to this day.
I'd like to see... What's her character's name? Naya? Naru? Yeah, I'd like to see Naru come back. I quite enjoyed her character. I like Prey, Yeah, I think that was a good movie. Yeah.
It was good.
Maybe not as good as Covenant, but I think it was a good movie.
Covenant?
Yeah.
Romulus,
yeah.
I mean, I was skeptical about this film going into it because I liked Prey enough, but I don't think it was super innovative.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I was really surprised by how much I enjoyed this film. I enjoyed it a lot. I think there's not much to it in terms of depth, but I think they did a great job with like the world building, and the action scenes are super well choreographed.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, it was just really interesting.
I think that whole Viking, that's probably like my favorite action sequence.
Yeah, they had
like the Viking when they're not actually fighting Predator.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite one. I think just really well choreographed. Yeah, just really cool. But yeah, I'd recommend this movie. There's definitely not as much to say really. I think it's a very simple movie, very digestible. Just go watch it. Bit of fun.
Yeah. All right, cool.